Hey everybody, namaste. Welcome to another 20-minute video. Let's go ahead and get started in child's pose. So come onto your knees. Spread your knees a little bit wider than your hips and sink back into your heels. And just breathe deep. So we'll take a few moments here to settle into our breath. Taking really deep breaths in and out of your nose. Filling your lungs up completely with every inhale. And exhaling out everything as we breathe out. So this breath is going to allow us to pay attention to our breath. And keep that the priority through whatever poses that we integrate in that breath. And this way it doesn't even matter what the pose looks like. It doesn't even matter what the alignment is as long as it's safe. And it just really ends up being about respecting what you're feeling right now and just celebrating what you're feeling. Whatever movements we integrate into that deep breathing of yours. We just want to make ourselves feel really good. We never want to go to a point and push ourselves past a boundary where we lose that deep breath, or where it becomes so strenuous that we can't focus on our breath anymore. We just want to keep it nice and sensual and gentle. And there's no need to rush anything. Your body, with consistency, will open up over time. Or not, but if you just go to the degree that feels nice, you'll feel nice. And with that deep breathing, and just going to a moderate sensation, you set yourself up to feel amazing. So let's go ahead and start to integrate some of those movements. So come up to tabletop pose. Tuck in your toes, press your knees up in the sky, downward facing dog. And just take some time to pedal out your feet, maybe from side to side. Feel free to widen your stance if that feels nicer on your hamstrings. Press into all 10 fingers so that you can imagine that there's something in between each finger that you're trying to squeeze together. Roll your elbows so that your elbow creases are moving in the direction of facing forward. And just let your head and neck just dangle freely. And just breathe really deep. Feel free to bend your knees so that your butt can stick higher in the sky and your back lengthens. And we'll just take a few more breaths here. Because this is such a short amount of time, we won't get that much time to hold these poses for long. So just whatever you can, just savor that. Savor the sensation you're feeling. Inhale, push your butt back into the sky. Exhale, walk, step, or jump top of the mat. Or between your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, swoop your hands to the sky. Stand up tall, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to the ground, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the ground, step back, plank position, lower down, slow. Inhale, gentle cobra. Exhale, push up plank position. Downward facing dog. Nice job. Inhale, right. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, left leg between your hands. Drop your right foot so it's flat on the ground. And feel free to angle your toes inwards about 30 or 40-ish degrees, 45 degrees if you want. So it's pointing about 2 o'clock if you want. And slowly, slowly stand up on an inhale. So the natural position of our hips right now is not facing forward, but it's facing towards in between our legs. See if you can very slowly with your back leg straight and your knee is not bent, you're straight. Your left leg is above, your left knee is above your right ankle, your left ankle. See if you can gently turn your hips, and so you turn your torso so it's moving towards the direction of facing the front. And you may feel a lot of sensation along your inner right hip. So just take that time just to go really slowly. And this movement is we're setting up for a pose called Warrior One. And we'll just move really slowly just to get that torso facing straight. For some of you it may be really tight, like with me this sensation is quite a lot. And for others you may just come to this position like it's nothing. And just keep in mind that it doesn't matter. Yoga isn't trying to make you, the looseness and strength that yoga is trying to build isn't a physical one. Like we don't care if your hamstrings are tight, if your thighs are loose, your hamstrings are loose, or your upper arms are very strong. The looseness and strength we care about is more mental. And I'll come back to that in just a second. So on your next inhale, while your inhale is filling up your lungs, while I'm blabbering on, exhale, put your hand to the ground. Come back to plank position. On inhale in plank. Exhale, lower down slow. Inhale, gentle cobra. Exhale, head to the ground, push up, plank position. Downward facing dog. There's a ladybug here, I don't want to crush it. Okay, yeah, cool. Downward facing dog. And just take a few breaths here to put your butt up in the sky. Lengthen everything you can. Stay on your toes or gently start to move your heels towards the ground so you get that hamstring stretch. And press into your hands so your shoulders muscles activate and you get that nice shoulder stretch. Inhaling right leg to the sky now. Right foot between your hands. Again, turn your left foot flat, either 90 degrees or angle it more inwards. And gently come on up. So again, the natural position of this is that your torso is facing somewhere in between where our legs are. So we want to gently rotate our torso and our hips so that we're facing the front wall. And take your time doing that. So your right knee is above your right ankle as much as you can, and your left leg is straight. So as I mentioned, the looseness and strength that is being developed in yoga is, first of all, the strength to just be yourself. The strength to just let go of any judgments or anything that you're telling yourself that you're not good enough or anything. It's just the strength to really be who you are and have the courage to just honor where you are in your life right now. And the looseness in yoga isn't about the looseness of your hamstrings or the looseness of your hips. The looseness is just about being loose in your attachments. So not attaching yourself to where you think you should be, or not attaching yourself to who you were in the past or what you were capable of in the past. It's just really being fluid and just accepting where you are in this position, where you are in this world right now. We'll take a couple more breaths here, just in the attempt to move our torso and our hips facing straight, and just taking those deep breaths to really breathe into the sensation we're feeling. You may feel it in a different area, but right now for me this is a deep sensation in my inner left hip, in my inner left thigh area. One more inhale here, breathing really deep. Exhale, hands to the ground, right leg to plank position. Take an inhale in plank. Exhale, lower slow to the ground. Inhale, gentle cobra. Exhale, head to the floor, push up plank position. In the same exhale, downward facing dog. Suck in that air really deep. On your next inhale, raise your left leg to the sky. Exhale, foot between your hands, and come up again. So right foot goes flat, and come up. This time you may feel a little bit looser, you may not, but wherever you are, gently turn your torso towards the front of the room. And gently start to lift your right hand towards the sky. So with your torso facing straight ahead of you, right hand comes to the sky. To your own degree, just gently move up and stop wherever it feels nice. Keeping that back leg straight, and the feet planted so that the outer foot and your inner foot are pressing into the ground. Your knee is still bent and not coming up straight. Your knee is still bent, so you have that opening in the hip and groin region. So hand to the sky. Just breathe here. Bring your hands to your hips on your exhale. This time turn your foot 90 degrees. Turn your right foot to 90 degrees. Turn your torso now to face directly this way, to face directly the right. Stretch out your left foot. Hold your hands out straight. Feel like there's something pulling your left hand, and dip up. So put your left hand on your ankle and reach your right hand to the sky. Triangle pose. Reach up really high as much as you can. And try to keep this part of your body lengthening. So keep your right side body lengthening. Inhale again, bend your knee and come up to warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, windmill your hands down. Left foot back to plank. Inhale in plank, lower down slow. Inhale, gentle cobra. Exhale, head down, push up, plank position, downward facing dog. Nice job. And we'll do the other side. So right leg up to the sky. Right foot between your hands. Drop your left foot down to it flat on the ground and come up slowly on an inhale. So again, just like we're setting up for the modified warrior one position, turn your torso, keep your knees bent, keep your right knee bent, keep your left leg straight, turn your torso so it's facing the front. Just breathe here. And very gently, with your right hand on your right thigh, very easily, bring your left arm up towards the sky to your own degree, very slowly. Wherever it feels nice, just stop. Keeping your left foot planted on the ground, outside and inside of your left foot, planting firmly into the ground. And just breathe deep. This may be a lot of sensation for a lot of you. But if it feels nice, just hold it. If it doesn't, just feel free to back off to any degree you want. Okay, next exhale. Bring your hands back down. Turn your left foot to 90 degrees. Arms out to warrior two. This time straighten your right leg. Push your hip back as if you're hip checking someone with your left hip. And reach out with your right hand as if you're being pulled with your right hand, but someone at the same time is pulling your left hip. And then when you're ready, take your right hand and grab your right ankle. And left hand to the sky. Triangle pose. So again, you want to keep your left side body nice and lengthening. And see if you can open your chest some more. So see if you can, with your left hand, open your chest some more. Lean your left hand over to a higher degree so your chest is opening more towards the sky. And look up at your hand if that's okay with your neck. If not, then look down towards the ground. Or anywhere in between where you feel comfortable in your neck. And just breathe here. Press in with the outer edge of your left foot as well as your inner edge of the left foot. So your foot is firmly planted and pressing down to the ground while your left hand is lengthening up. On your next breath, bend your right knee, come up to warrior two for just a breath. Exhale, windmill your hands down. Right foot to plank. Exhale, lower down slow. Inhale, gentle cobra. Exhale, head to the ground, push up plank position, downward facing dog. Fantastic job. Drop your knees to the ground. Open your feet wider than your hips while keeping your knees where they are. And gently walk back to move in a seated position between your feet. Either use your hands to prop yourself up if that's way too much on your knees and your hips. Otherwise, just sit comfortably with your hands on your thighs. If you want a little bit more, feel free to lean backwards with the elbows on the ground. And if you want a little bit more, then go ahead and lean back on your back. I'm going to stay upright like this. The knees and the quadriceps and the hips are huge areas of tension and tightness. So you may feel like even this is too much. If that's too much, then just lean forward to your own degree till it feels comfortable to you. And take those deep breaths. And we won't have much time here, so just take one more deep breath. Exhaling it out completely. Inhale one more time. This time we're going to exhale it through our mouth. So inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Come up to tabletop. Cross your legs behind you. Go ahead and shake out your knees a little bit. So it's probably wise to take a longer cool down period. Check out some of the other videos for a more gentle cool down and more longer cool down period. But for now, let's do a gentle forward fold by hugging our knees into our chest, giving ourselves a nice little hug. Falling back on our back. Lengthen out your left leg. Twist your right leg over your left. Gentle spinal twist. Take a couple of breaths here. Next inhale, come on back up. And switch sides. I definitely recommend if you have time to take longer in these twists. Switch to the other side. But if not, anyway, just feel really grateful that you took out this time to do something for your mind and body, which really are one of the same. Taking those deep breaths. Next inhale, come on back up. Squeeze everything together. Exhale everything out completely. Shavasana. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.